Katie Golder was first reserve, so Katie promoted into the final. And, don't be surprised if Kiana McInnes in lane 6 is very prominent. Kiana's very, very strong on butterflies. You saw there making the final. And early days, but lane 6, Kiana McInnes. Early leader, Chanel Snedden in lane 5. Orla Adams in 4. And Nikki Miller in 3. That's where the medals I think are going to come from. Strongly fancy Orla Adams and Chanel Snedden to battle it out later on. Nikki Miller probably may need to settle for third, but early days, Paul. Already Nikki Miller looking strong. She didn't have a great time, 5:08.48, but she can go a lot faster. She can actually get pretty close to that 5-minute mark. Going really very well. East Kilbride girl, winner at the national age groups just last month. She looked very dominant in that as well, and she's come out strongly and she leads 1:06.19.
Kiana McInnes in second position, Chanel Snedden in third, and Orla Adams in fourth position. They're just a 10th behind Chanel Snedden, but think back to heats that we saw this morning, Orla Adams didn't really come into contention for the lead until we got into the second half of this 400 metres individual medley. Very strong breaststroker, of course, Orla Adams, and Nikki Miller though taking the race to the middle lanes here. East Kilbride swimmer, as you said, Robert, she has gone under the 5-minute mark before entry time of 4:57. So we know she's capable of going a lot faster than she did in the heat, some 10 seconds faster at least. Orla Adams well placed alongside Chanel Snedden and Kiana McInnes there. Kiana McInnes holding on very well, and she's in that group of 3 or maybe 4 if you count Emma Scully, who are in that tussle for the silver medal position. But Nikki Miller holding on pretty well. The breaststroke though, well, are we going to see things change around as we move into the second half?
Well, this is a little bit of a surprise to see Nikki dominate this early stage. Nikki's breaststroke not her strongest, but she's still pretty useful on breaststroke. Orla and Chanel certainly are very, very strong on the breaststroke, and they are coming at Nikki now. This is where it all changes. We also have a race within a race. We have Katie Taylor in 2, Katie Golder in 8, and Kiana McInnes in 6. They're all vying for the junior title, and it very much looks like Kiana McInnes is the favourite. She's somewhere ahead of the other 2 girls. Have Orla Adams, Nikki Miller and Chanel Snedden. Orla Adams beginning to pull away. Nikki Miller working hard to try and keep on terms with the other 2. As I suspected early on, those are going to be our medalists, I suspect, Paul. Orla Adams just beginning to go about 2 or 3 metres ahead. Chanel Snedden got a lot to do to get back on terms here. I think Nikki's going to have to settle for third, and it looks good for Kiana McInnes. And with 100 to go, Orla Adams turns.
She's got a lead of about 2.5 seconds there. Orla Adams, she certainly used the breaststroke to her advantage, as we thought that she might. Chanel Snedden chasing now. She's got a long way to make up. She is clear in second position though, and Nikki Miller holding on to that third place, and she looks pretty comfortable in third spot at the moment. Chanel Snedden not really making much of an impression on the leader. I said it was around about 2.5 seconds as they went over after the breaststroke. The gap is now around about 3.5 now, and it looks like this one is going to Orla Adams from Geary in lane number 4. Is there going to be a contest now for the silver and bronze? It doesn't look like it. It's all becoming a little bit stretched out. Chanel Snedden clear in the silver medal position. It looks like Kiana McInnes may well be in pole position for the junior event as well, in 4th position here. But here she comes now into the finish. It's Orla Adams, and she will get in 4:56.66. Chanel Snedden also under the 5-minute mark, 4:59.75 in 2nd position for Chanel Snedden. Nikki Miller, 5:01.16 in 3rd position, and Kiana McInnes, well, she does win the junior battle, 5:05.60 for Kiana McInnes.
Very good swim by Kiana to take 4th. Pretty certain that's a personal best long course for Kiana, 5:05.60. Kiana not yet 15, so that's a very impressive swim by her. Nikki Miller, 5